everyone, Solomon here. It's Lincoln's birthday into Tuesday, and I guess tomorrow is Valentine's Day and West Ash Wednesday. So we just had Chinese New Year, we had Super Bowl Sunday, Lincoln's birthday is Valentine's Day, and then freaking next week is President's Day, Washington's birthday, Daylight Savings Day already. Jesus Christ, that's like springtime or something. St. Patrick's Day, Palm Sunday, and the Good Friday. So the months are speeding up real quickly, and I'm gonna do my Solomon show over here, my crazy hairdo, and my Naruto shirt. So let's look off the bat. It's been snowing like crazy in the morning, and it's only for this one particular day. Do you need snow tires in New Jersey? Most of the time you do not. And as you can see, it's 3 or 4 inches, and it's a winter wonderland out there in northeastern Jersey where I am. Those are the only clues I will leave. Other than that, it's just another day for me. The most common questions I received, even from my own family members and people I see in real life, and to a lesser extent online, but let's talk about real life. People don't stop until you are married, until they can physically see you have a girlfriend or you're married. This is just what makes people happy. Of course, within this own matrix, do things get, cheeky? All these romance scams, all these grifters. If it's not about money, if it's not grifting for money, then it's grifting and scamming with women and girls and girlfriends, and asking people, do you have a girlfriend? It's like, do you want to get scammed? That translates to me as, you want to get scammed? You want to go through another nightmare? You want to go through a nightmare and get your money stolen from you? You want to get married and get your money stolen, through divorce court, and have to pay child support and alimony and spouse support? Or do you want to just get shot in the foot with a gun? I mean, it's just like asking me, like, do you want to die? It's just so scary these days. I mean, for the guy, or if it's always been like this, I don't know. Why would you just come? I don't know most people. And the first thing you're gonna do is ask me, do you have a girlfriend? And people are fucking horrible at playing matchmaker. Okay, first of all, you suck. First of all, these online dating sites don't work. And if they do work, it's only going to be Chad and Tyrone who are going to be getting the girls. And it's only going to be the top echelon of guys who are, getting these girls. And usually those guys probably don't need help from a dating web app. Okay, the guys that actually do need it are, fucked in real life and also fucked online. It follows the same meta, the same formula. Are you a doctor? Or are you a lawyer? Do you make a lot of money? And criminals and scam artists and grifters have tapped into that market, that demographics of guys. So it's actually guys behind computers in other different countries scamming people online, doing catfish things, and times that by the fact that you may be operating out of China or Mongolia, or using cryptocurrency. I know CEO or the co-founder of Bitcoin USA, just got fined millions of dollars, and has been sentenced, I don't know, about a year in like prison because the money for money laundering, because the money has been used for child trafficking and sex operations and shit like that, using cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and stuff. And everyone's gonna continue to innocent ask me about, do you have a girlfriend? And it's just like, no. Do you want to get scammed? Do you want to get your money stolen from you? Do you want to get grifted? And it's just like, God, you're a human being. You suck. You don't know what you're doing with money except take. Like, shit. Like, all these people just coming out of the closet. Like, that little scumbag that just comes out of them. You know, like in like elementary school, middle school, everyone is acting so savage and primitive. Like, oh, they learned a new trick or something, or a new fat joke, and everyone's just, you know, shelling it out like a dopamine deal, like it's crack cocaine or something. It's like the new opium or something. Oh yeah, we have new counterfeit Prada purses, and it's a, you know, corner of Chinatown. Oh, you want girlfriend? Hey, girlfriend. It's just one of those things, you know. It's just, you know, that draconian mindset, that shyster, that like dirtbag, like scumbag. This like money. You know, girls. It's just like drugs. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Shit. A lot of people are just bad out there. You know, the quality of girls, she probably don't even speak English. She doesn't even have an education. You know, all this shit. And she's probably from the fucking Philippines. As dirty as fucking all hell. You know, her socks smell like shit. You know, no offense to anyone, but that's how it is. You know, do you have a girlfriend? It's like, I don't want your fat bitch of a, what you define as a girl. You know, she's probably some, like, bitch that nobody wants, that you're trying to convert to some kind of valuable asset, but still nobody wants her, you know. She's not Anne Hathaway, she's not Taylor Swift, she's just some fucking, like, bitch in some third world country. And it's just like, Solomon, why are you so mean? You know, hey, there are passport bros out there, you know. Some white guy is gonna like you, and you know, hopefully he doesn't get scammed. I mean, you know, but you know, if he has yellow fever, he's fucked. I mean, it's like me going out with a Russian girl. I mean, she's like Tinder swindler and shit, gold digging, like capital of the world. It's like, the fuck. Again, like, hunter and gatherers. Women are the gatherers. They hoard everything, you know. Some people, people don't want to talk about this because it's a very painful experience, how they lost all their stuff, how they have to pay child support, alimony, spousal support, and how the wife disappears in some Southeast Asian country, or Japan, or the Philippines, or wherever the fuck, and the government protects them because that's what they do. Hunter and gatherers, you know. They're professionals at scamming guys for money. And I say this wholeheartedly because that's what they fucking do. Scam guys for money. Do you have a girlfriend? Yeah, watch out for that. And every time everyone falls for it, there's a girl. She's there, and you know, all she has to do is spread her legs, and you know, 3-5 guys show up, and it's just like, what the fuck, you know. And guys fall for it. You know, I was just thinking back, Valentine's Day in Rutgers. It wasn't icy snow like this. It's actually on College Ave, and next to the food trucks, you know, there was this hot girl, and it was just like, wow, she had beautiful golden tan blonde white girl skin, and she's like, oh, my boyfriend got me this card, and he got me these chocolates and flowers and tickets to, you know, see this concert and show, and all I got him was she didn't even get him anything. All she said was, you know, I said a thank you to him, and it's just like, the fuck. So girls are just constantly showered with gifts and surprises. The guy that likes you, I don't know. There's not just one guy. There's probably several different guys, at all times during the day, and that's just how it is, you know. Um, this is how it is. I don't see a way around it. I mean, you just have to be, or as they advise, just be a high value man. Not even with money. You just have to. I don't know. There's also the fight of men being lonely and stuff, and there's also predators for these kinds of men who try to extract resources from them. Sugar daddy. Sugar daddy 101, sugar baby 101. And everyone's so excited, about girls, girlfriends, and everyone's just so excited. Everyone's so excited about weddings and baby showers. And, people get to be human again, and that's what they do. Big fat Greek wedding too. The parents got married again, or married to. They're like, I don't know, 70 years old or some shit. I just saw that yesterday. Every time, you have a boy and a girl, it's supposed to be a romantic relationship. Everyone's so fucking conditioned to be doing these kinds of things, and that's your family line. I don't know. I just don't know. Even myself, if you're the guy, you're supposed to have all this money so your kids can go to Harvard and Yale, especially if you're Asian. You're just programmed like that, or some, top tier school, or you just stay single and, just be in that primitive wealth accumulation phase. For most guys, that's probably going to be a thing. No one wants to really be poor and have kids and continue that, toxic cycle of poverty, a poverty mindset. And is there an easy solution? Maybe Karen was right. Maybe that crazy Asian lady was right. Indian, Chinese, Taiwanese, whatever, lawyer, doctor, 24/7. Maybe that's the only solution if you're poor. If you're poor. This applies to poor people, so it applies to us. Your child, X, Y, and Z, needs to be lawyer and doctor, and usually it will work out for them. They'll make enough money, and then they can, they do their hours, they shut the fuck up, they do the schoolwork, and or maybe that meta doesn't work anymore. I don't know. Or it depends what the personality is, and hopefully they can be mind controlled or influenced to be a doctor. Hopefully they're just born with this naturally high IQ or whatever, and they can pull it off. I would think that most people can't pull it off, that they need to be special or be in Mensa or some shit. What if your child was just born autistic, or they're more artistic? Or, what proves to anyone, that they're math and science, they're STEM majors, and from that point, it's just pure torture. It's just fucking pure torture. Even in China, the young people, have been educated for probably like at least 12, 15 hours a day, and they just graduated and can't find jobs. So it's just like, what was the point of that? And a lot of them are tearing up and getting depressed and giving up on life, because that's the reality. Not everyone fucking makes it. Just imagine studying up to the age of 22, 16 hours a day, passing everything and getting your diploma, only to have to work at fucking McDonald's, And now, China can't go anywhere because the economy all over is just fucking shit. You have scam websites like Baidu airing on fucking the Super Bowl, And, it's just like, what the fuck? People are getting scammed right and left. You know, I think Alibaba never wasn't an actual scam, but, Temu is scamming the hell out of everyone with fake knockoff products and cheap chink crap made in China shit. And that's what's up, And what is China providing to the rest of the world? Cheap chink crap. I mean, it's a shit. I'm Chinese myself, and it's like I see the patterns here. The Matrix over here, they do have good products. People don't want made in China. They want something of quality, made in Japan, made in Germany. Fuck made in China. This cheap fucking like motorcycle that falls apart, or plastic spoons that smell like shit, and it's like, the fuck is going on? Made in Pakistan, made in India. Everyone fucking knows you're the most cheapest motherfuckers of all time, and it's just like everyone knows that made in Japan, you can expect quality. Made in Germany, Volvo, you can expect quality. Switzerland, Swiss watch, Swatch. It's just like, built to last. But no, not China. Cheap chink crap. You wash a shirt made in China a couple of times, it starts turning all white and flustered, and they're even like dipping meat into like paint, house paint, lead paint, and selling it on the marketplace because the rural farmland has nothing else to be eating because they're starving to death. And that's how it is. It's just, you have a 1 billion. Last time I checked, it was a billion. I don't know how many people die of COVID, but yeah, it's just like they want to revitalize China with the new generation having kids. Everyone, much like South Korea, is just scared of having children because everything's so fucking expensive. And I don't know. Do you have a girlfriend? And everyone's asking me, do you have a girlfriend? I mean, like, what? Like, phew. Like, goddamn. People just see my face and think, oh, look, a Chinese guy. He must want a Chinese girlfriend. This is absolutely false. If you know me, I don't like Chinese girls. I don't like Asian women in general. And of course, by the time I meet her parents are going to be old, whether she's white or Asian. They're going to be old looking, and I'm just going to be kind of like frazzled about the fact that like people in our family's getting old. My own mom's getting old. Like, people are just fucking getting old, and that's unavoidable and it's perfectly normal. But like, my girlfriend's supposed to be hot and sexy and shit, and like, all I consider ugly ass family members, they're all old and shit, and like, yeah, that's the destiny for all of us. We're just gonna get old and wrinkly and fat and fugly and shit, and it's just like, do I really want to do this shit? But that's what it is. People are programmed like this. Do you have a girlfriend? How many kids do you have? It's just like, that's Social Security, the tax forms, all that's the same motherfucking question, and that's just the programming. People are just programmed to be doing that. Especially if you don't know anyone. How's your girlfriend? The wiring is just so. That's the wiring. That's the program. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to tell you? Like, no, I don't like you. I don't like Chinese girls. It's all the same fucking shit to me. I wouldn't want a Chinese. Like, I don't actively chase after something that I don't want. I'd rather just go to the gym and do my own thing than be chasing some Chinese girl. Like, I'm already Chinese. I already get it. Like, cheap chink crap. That's what you sell for a living. Like, I'm not interested. Likewise, she's probably not interested in me either, unless I told her I was a lawyer or a doctor. I mean, damn. Unless I make 6 figures, in which I do. So yes, in the marketplace of things, I am somewhat, capable of being taken advantage of as a guy. I'm the guy. I can provide her with health care. Okay? It isn't fucking cheap. My company pays for it because I work for the fucking hospital. These are very attractive assets to her. I can provide her with if she gets married to me, then she'll get an American passport, or a working, I don't know, with the visas or whatever the fuck, and Chinese people are very motherfucking desperate. They would be doing that shit. Like, these are women who are from third world China, not some upper echelon Hong Kong, whatever the fuck. But most of these girls, they'll do that shit. It's like marrying a Mexican woman. She's going to fucking come after, any gringo, any white guy who's into her because she wants the American passport. Even if it means giving up her vajayjay. And if you want a Mexican girl, great. But to me and a lot of people, it's like, no. It's like, no. It's like, you can keep her. I didn't, like, fuck this, Again, she's no Anne Hathaway. She's no, like, 5'10", she's no Hollywood supermodel. She's no, like, Celine Dion. She's like Rosa, the cleaning lady and shit, Madam Pee-Pee, she's gonna be like some 55-year-old looking old hag. It's just like, ugh, what the fuck is this? Those are the kinds of girls that will be after you. Like, not even 5s, like 2s and 1s. Like shit. Like, damn, yo, damn. I mean, it's brutal out there. Unless you're Chad or Tyrone, then you'll get the kind of girls that people want. Not only are they pretty, but also educated. But those girls are top tier, and they're always sought after with no problem. And the kind of guy they attract, they would have to also be lawyers and doctors and engineers and stuff. Because eventually you're going to have kids. She's going to be intelligent. The wife is going to be intelligent. She's going to be college educated. And she's not going to settle for a player, She also wants someone who's educated. And normally educated people, they have children. They raise, normal kinds of children that go to school and, like, go through, like, the high school and the college stuff. And for them to also be lawyers and doctors and engineers and stuff like that. And that's how it is. And do I have any other, asshole thing I want to say? I'm going to look back and say, oh, it's Valentine's Day. Why didn't I reach out to a girl? I'm really working on myself. I don't want to get scammed. I feel like people do a piss poor job on matchmaking. You have Tinder. I mean, you got Bumble. You got all these online dating websites and stuff these days, and you have all these horny guys. There's a lot of competition, and it's just like, don't worry, the girl will be there. You just complete your education. You make your you find your money making golden bullet or silver bullet. You go do that, and that's it. Like, the girl will come. You just have to stop being so desperate and just keep working, and then they'll come. I'm not saying that you're gonna meet an Anne Hathaway or some kind of Nelly Furtado or some kind of celebrity looking girl. You may get like at least a 5 or something, some kind of like sloppy second of a girl, but nonetheless it'll be somewhat marketable if you do have a job and a steady income, which is what most girls need. But I guess every guy's like this. And I don't know, the older I get, the less I care about this kind of stuff. And I just don't want to give a fuck. It's just too expensive. Post-pandemic, it's just too fucking expensive. People are too picky. Not only are you supposed to be 6 foot tall, make $200,000, you're also supposed to be super immune to COVID and other diseases, as well as, blonde hair, blue eyes. And, you can't be living in the Middle East, getting bombarded by Israel or Palestine. You can't be living in the Ukraine and dying from gunshot wounds and shit. I mean, you can't be in Russia. You get drafted into the War. And so who's there left? It's the American. It's American taxpayer. You gotta pay money for that mail order bride from Russia or Ukraine. Who else is there in the world? You got white people in like South America, like Elon Musk and stuff. You still got Australia. China's going to the shithole. South America, the migrants are coming here to the United States. That's become a shithole. You have Canadians. Canada's clean. It's just super expensive. So, you have to be twice, thrice, or even 4 times as hardworking in Canada. So we're looking at Canada, the United States, any other safe places to be living in. All my brothers in Switzerland. You also have Norway and other countries like that. Maybe like Germany. Italy, France, England. I don't even know anymore. England. Oh God. Anyways, people have a good idea, a good sense of who to avoid, and it's always the romance scam countries, Southeast Asia. It's always the Chinese people, always the Filipinos, always Vietnam, Thailand scamming people. It's just like the fuck. It's like what the fuck. It's like what the fuck. You got it's always this Asian country scamming people. Indian. Oh, hello, my name's. I just got word from the father, the Roman Catholic father at my hospital, that they tried to scam him, and one of his brothers, the monks, monastery, picked up the phone and said, "Hello, yes, my name is whatever X, Y, and Z." Next thing you know, there's $75,000 worth of bills coming in his place just because he answered the phone, because the scam artists can just record your voice and then play over some message that they are in fact responsible for X, Y, and Z bill. Just like scamming and grifting and grifting the credit card companies and billing people with fake bills and recording robot voices and stuff, using robot recording voices and chat GBT to simulate all this regurgitating garbage and shit. The world of cyber criminals. Goddamn. Another reason why you do not want a girlfriend in today's modern age, it's just too much crime going on, let alone the girl herself is trying to hack into your wallet, get that child support money, get that alimony money and shit. And it's bad out there. If you want to avoid the dating scene completely, just do monk mode. You have to learn a new skill and work more hours and just kind of grind. You won't have kids and be like Elon Musk, but at least you'll have the job of making more money and satisfaction of being able to support yourself. The children part the children part, and having a girlfriend part, I don't know. I can't guarantee you that. I don't have an easy solution for that. Whether the girl likes you or she doesn't, and it helps if you're Chad or Tyrone, but for most people, you're probably just some kind of ordinary Momo, and some guys can pull it off. I don't know. I know that most girls, they'll probably just walk right past you by, unless you're alpha, unless you're Chad, unless you're Tyrone, or unless you're a lawyer or doctor or something. Like they will not give a fuck. They'll just do their own thing. That's fine. And you can go do your own thing. Why is it like that? And she's waiting for her Mr. Right, and she could be 55 years old. She could be 65 years old, still doing this shit. I've seen it before. Old ladies wanting Mr. Right. Old ladies wanting their Superman. I'm still waiting for my Superman. And it's like, lady, you're wanting a man age ended since forever. I mean, you were born an ugly fat bitch, and you're gonna die an ugly fat bitch. I'm sorry. I mean, you're born. I mean, the next thing you know, you're either hot or you're not. I mean, like, what the fuck? And your age just don't last very long. 20, 30, by the age of 40, you should have your shit straightened out. So yeah, you're supposed to get a Chad. You're supposed to get a Tyrone to take care of you with your finances and your kids and shit. And you better believe he needs to be a 5-star kind of a guy. He needs to be a David Goggins or something. Otherwise, you and your children are not going to fucking thrive. They're going to be collecting welfare and food stamps. And that's a serious problem. Let's be realistic about this. Age of 20, 22. So between the ages of 22 and 30, you better find Mr. Right, or you're fucked. The guy will keep going. He can go into monk mode and study more, work for another degrees and stuff, and make more money. And maybe he's single and be some kind of like fat Indian guy for the rest of his life, which he would still be okay with. It's just that if you're a girl, if you don't use that age 22, after college years, to the age of 30, you're done for. Guys are not going to want you at the age of fucking 40 to have kids with, unless you're Ashton Kutcher, which you would feel embarrassed. I think with Demi Moore, she was like 50 at the time, and he was like, I don't know, 38 or something. And looking back at this, people want babies, people want kids, people want to procreate, people want to have a life, they want to live a new life, a new journey as a parent. And it's just like you have all this pent up energy to have sex and make a kid, and then you find out it's just the everyday motherfucking grind again, and it sucks that you don't have money or whatever, and then you yourself are just gonna have to pick up 2 jobs, 3 jobs, or whatever, and the wife is at home doing her grind thing, and she doesn't want to have sex anymore because she's pregnant, or has had a C-section, and now she's all has pouches on her and stitches on her belly, and it's just like, oh god, it's just like, oh. It's savage. It's savage out there. This pregnancy thing, this kid shit, is too much for me at times. I'm not Chad. I'm not Tyrone. I'm not 6 feet tall. I don't make multiple 6 figures in a year. So I'm just gonna go do my thing, go practice my monk mode stuff, and just like, that's reality. That's reality. I'm not gonna be chasing girl forever. Either I want her to have children or not. And this puppy love thing, ha 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 ha, it's cute and all, but then reality hits. Like, people want kids, we need to procreate. America doesn't make it fun for people either. child tax credits, like for taxes. You don't get much of an incentive. You don't get free housing or anything. Like, it's just like you're gonna be working the grind anyways. You know, your kids will have the health insurance from your job. Obamacare this, Obamacare. I don't know. It's a shitstorm. I don't know. I kind of feel bad for people in America. This isn't like Norway or Sweden or something. People, the happiest places, countries on this earth. It's more like New York City is kind of a shithole. There's a migrant problem. People are always trying to scam you, grift you, tax you, and innocent lives are at stake over here. Lives are at stake here. And unless you're some kind of lawyer, doctor, a six-figure investment banker or something, or an engineer, no one's going to give a shit about you. And as a man making six figures, I don't have time. I don't even want to have time. I don't even, want to give you the chance of day to entertain you. That there's going to be a girlfriend, because there probably isn't. That's just not realistic. You're probably running around like a chicken cut off, with a chicken with his head cut off, running around chasing money. This is how it is. The inflation's up. If you're not a lawyer, doctor, or engineer, you probably won't even have a problem finding a girlfriend. If you have to ask someone, or play matchmaker, it's probably because you're in some kind of bad financial situation. It's probably because you're not very educated. It's probably because you're desperate too. You're motherfucking desperate too. And if you're fucking desperate too, you're desperate for money, you're always trying to scheme and scam and grift, it's probably because you're low income. You're a very low income individual, and you got to understand that. You have to educate yourself. You have to be in monk mode. You have to be learning things, acquiring new skills and shit. You have to be networking with people. And that's it. I don't want to hear, do you have a girlfriend? Find a girlfriend. Find a wife. You don't have these things. It's because you're a low value person. You're not Chad. You're not Tyrone. You don't know how to drop ship. You're not a lawyer. You're not a doctor. You don't have a good social circle. You don't have an inner network. Where people can hook you up. Much easier. It's just like everything's a grift. Everything's a scam. All these fucking facades, only to find out that the other person is desperate for money. The other person needs a green card. They need a visa. They need a American passport. They're not really interested in the interest of you. The priority is not you. The priority is to grift you and get their American passport. They're not out for your best interest. They're out for themselves. You're just a stepping stone for them, and that's how they're doing it. It's just like, you have to be very careful out there, especially as an American. You get married to her, and she's coming over from whatever country, and she just gets a divorce, and she gets the American passport from you. And I can detect this easily because Chinese women are ugly as fuck. And you're gonna be ugly as fuck too. It's just like, this is like, they're not gonna be looking like the ones on like K-pop dramas and stuff, like Korean dramas and like these beauty queens. No, real life Chinese women are ugly as fucking hell. Unless like, she was like half white or something. Like, real native looking Chinese women are just like, oh my fucking god, what was wrong with your teeth? They never had dentists. They never had healthcare. My mom's from some fucking Guangzhou farmland. It fucking sucks. You can smell cow manure and shit all over the place. Or like, if not there, then it would be like the Philippines or some third world country shithole. Vietnam. I wouldn't say Taiwan, but like, is that other shithole? Thailand. Oh god, like people shitting on and peeing on the streets and shit. It's like, do you really want a girlfriend from there? I don't know. But fuck this place, and fuck you. Nah, please like and subscribe. I love you guys. I don't know. Just don't get scammed out there. If you don't have the money, if you're not feeling it, if you're a guy, and you think women have it easier, they do. Just make sure you get the job and you're making that money, because no one's gonna give a fuck about you if you don't. You have to take care of yourself. And just the girl market out there, they're not girls forever. They become women. They become grouchy after they become pregnant. They go into mother mode, and then after that, they may become a Karen. If they do show signs of Karen, then they'll become a senior Karen, and which then she's then the age of a grandma, and she's gonna be screaming and yelling and kicking everyone just because she's senior Karen. And why is that? Women have these wild, dramatic transformations after pregnancy, and the hormones and the personality changes and shit. So don't expect her to be a pretty young girl for her whole life. That's not how it works. Like major changes, like a frog, like a tadpole into a fucking frog, into a motherfucking toad. It's there. It's just there. Meanwhile, the guy's just like chilling there. He just wants 3 meals a day or whatever. Go to the gym, go to work, and come home. She's not like that. She's charged. She wants to be a super mom or something. She's controlling. She's bossy. And you're like, whoa. Where does all these commands and standards and protocols come from and shit? That shit comes from her. The guy doesn't give a fuck. Most of the time, I don't give a fuck. Unless you're like this super alpha male. This video's not for super alpha males. If you're Tom Brady or something, or Eli Manning, then yeah, you get to have whatever you want in the world, like a Kobe O'Brien or a Chad or Tyrone. But for most guys, you're probably struggling just to make money, and from there it's just like, shit, life is hard. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.